Okay. Ich bin nochmal zurückgegangen. Ich musste das unbedingt lösen. Ich war ein bisschen pisst. Aber ja. Man muss ihn runterfallen lassen. Es war frech von dem Rätsel. Ich hasse es. Springen. Macht Springen in dieses Spiel. Ich will über Kanten springen können. Ich will Sachen runterspringen können und nicht irgendwelche Treppen hochlaufen müssen.
Looks good.
What the fuck ist hier los? Ich hasse es.
No match for me.
Okay. Haben wir noch was? Da am Ausgang, okay.
Let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and... Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama, who has gradually lost her humanity to the ravages of time and the ablation of the core flame. A formidable opponent indeed. Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here? Are you...
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor me. If I weren't able to reach this place in time, I would have been forced to meet Thanatos first. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my chest and remove the core flame, wouldn't that settle her nerves even more? Everything is in place. She just needs the right timing.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude. The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as everything that we hold dear, will be destroyed completely. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that...
Aglaya's authoritarianism, conceit, and arrogance have granted her unfettered control for the most part. Yet these traits are also her greatest weakness. If I can render her helpless by forcing her to experience the agonizing pain of betrayal, I am certain she will never recover from such a setback.
Surely you don't believe that such a tiny betrayal will be enough to push her to her wit's end.
What's more, there are many who remain silent, merely watching to see how much chaos I can unleash. Not to mention, you know full well that the Chrysos heirs have never been a united front.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akama that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when it suits you.
Surely.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight...
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Caenis? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than I. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh? How can you be sure of...
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had... Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Caenis?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people, and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time. but don't count on there being a next time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall...
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answer soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
An expected visitor. Welcome once again. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you.
You may not, but Caenis has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at...
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of...
Okay.
occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Go on ahead. Take this Caenis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be...
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that your theory will be validated at the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death. You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else.
I hope things go as you say, then.
Putting a child of justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down. It is my hope that you bring a much-needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
Honestly, This is my first time going up to Dawn Clouds.
What a splendid view. Isn't it about time you recognize the...
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear...
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. All right, we're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now? I know how far I can go.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more.
Wait. Who is that? Hey, look at that.
Huh?
Do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Okay. Zeig mal. Ah ja.
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Neues?
Yes. I know I've heard this.
It's unfortunate the Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios, from their prized ores and molten fire, couldn't escape the fate of destruction.
Hey, Circes. Do you know a certain Neues?
Neues? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a...
I just saw him. Neues. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No, I have no such memory.
This is a departed spirit?
Enough about me. Did Caos ever reply to you?
Well...
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Caos. Demigod. I've never heard of this person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Neues. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing the...
Yes. It's still you and Neues, but you're now talking about a certain Caos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions.
Chaos? This name's...
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. The souls of people.
What? But... if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured. Let's just keep going. As long...
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine.
Wozu ist hier so ein Steuerding? Brauchen wir das gleich oder kann ich so weiter? Nein, 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 nicht stehen bleiben für irgendwelche Kisten, irgendwelche Puzzle. Einfach weiterlaufen.
So.
Can you keep going?
Of course. If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not kidding.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom. I am Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training would make me no different from those
Calypso? She's one of the Seven Sages. No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the Seven Sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? They're gone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
We're here, finally. So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then, let me uncover the truth. Did I still fail to make it in time? Huh? So, I'm back here again. I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides, behind the closed doors of the void world. This time, the voice is a lot.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes. I have faith in him.
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are born only to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Circe's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Caenis. By doing so, I can answer Circe's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that, because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan, is not a ludicrous idea after all.
What are you thinking about?
Okay, also, was die jetzt machen, also zu Halbgöttern werden, haben vorher auch schon Leute gemacht anscheinend. Und sogar der Gott, der diese Welt erschaffen hat, also auch die Last der Welt trägt, scheint er auch schon ersetzt worden zu sein durch diesen Chaos. Okay. Was heißt die? Also wir haben also so eine wiederholende Geschichte, die sich alle paar tausend Jahre wiederholt. Also, dass immer neue Leute zu den Halbgöttern werden, weil immer wieder eine Katastrophe ausbricht auf dem Planeten oder sowas. Und dann werden alle alten Titanen durch neue Halbgötter ersetzt werden, nehmen die halt deren Platz ein und dem Planeten geht es wieder besser und dann ein paar tausend Jahre geht das wieder von vorne los oder so. Wäre cool, wenn das so ein Ding wäre.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Circe's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars, and their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree, because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot. Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god, nothing like Circe's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Nö, der andere hat uns mit seinem Speer runtergeworfen. Wir können jederzeit wieder gehen. Haben wir in 3.0, habe ich das schon ausprobiert. Das würde funktionieren.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just, I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway. Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
Okay, dann machen wir hier mit Dan Hanks Weg im nächsten Part weiter. Bis dahin. Ciao, Leute.